So typically the workers, them being at the very top, right, being sent out in pairs, they were like modern day apostles to us. And so they would actually stay in the homes of the members. And so I remember growing up, I mean, like my family had a lot of problems, and the workers did not desire to stay at our place. They would mainly come over for dinners and stuff. Like my mom, like most other women would just like go all out. Like even if we had barely any money, we would give our very, very best for them coming over to our house. Like they had no idea, I'm sure, that we didn't even have much, especially after my parents divorced. So, yeah, just like rolling out the red carpet for them was like a must. Like you had to do that because they were revered right up there with like Jesus basically. So, anyways, so yeah, they would actually stay overnight, like wherever they could at the members' places. They would travel for, to different towns and cities and all around. A lot of workers, they would stay in a field, I think for either maybe like a year or 2 years. I can't remember, but I mean, sometimes they would get moved somewhere else if there was some kind of problem. And so yeah, it just created a lot of very interesting things. Like, I don't really want to go into much about the CSA cases, but that you can look that up and find that online. Like, it has gotten blown up from this little secretive sect is now like in the mainstream news now, which is crazy. I don't know if you've seen anything. Comment below if you have, but it was wild for me to see the two by twos exposed like that, because when you're in it, like you feel so like hidden and tucked away and like this very special person, even though you were striving for something that you knew you could never attain. But like you were told that like if you do not stay in the one true way, then you are destined for hell. And like even Jesus coming back, like if I was in a movie theater or if I was doing something quote unquote sinful, like if Jesus came back in that moment, you are headed straight for hell. Like God hates you and all that kind of stuff. And I know a lot of other people out there have felt like similar things, wherever they are in whatever denomination. There's some very cult-like denominations, I think, out there. So yeah, just the workers, there was some very lovely ones, but I had no idea the scope of how many sickos actually are in the cult and were in the cult. So, I'm just praying for all those poor children that were affected, and even women that were affected as well. And even men, like there's a huge issue within this small sect. So yikes, not good.